Alright, doing a video on the Siltronix VFOs. They made two different versions of the Siltronix VFOs. They made the Siltronix 80 and the Siltronix 90. And the basic difference is the 80 is a lot more basic. It's single band and the frequency goes up to about 40. You see 35 there, and if you go over here, you know, that'll take it to about 40, and then it goes up there and it stops. So you basically have 26925, which is the other end over here to the right, which is about, you know, 8 channels or so under channel 1, to about 40 on this VFO, and that's it. Just on and off, and it's going to put out an output of, again, 26.9 or so to about channel 40, 27.405. Whereas the 90, they added a couple features to it. It's 2 bands. It has the same band as the 80 for the CB band, which is again 26.9 up to about channel 40, and that would be the bottom scale, or the bottom band. And then if you go up to the high frequency here, or HF, that'd take you to the top scale or top band, and then you're going to go from about channel 40 to about channel 70, I think, or maybe even 80. Let me turn and dial on the top band, and you can see the bottom band too. A lot of spinning. Come on. Keep it going. Actually, about channel 85 if your radio would take it. So basically, the bottom band is -8 to about 40, and then the top band is about 35 to channel 85 with the high frequency on the 90s. Whereas the 80 doesn't have that higher band on it. Just again from about -8 to about channel 40 is it. And then the other feature that the 90 has that the 80 doesn't is the crystal. It has 3 fixed crystal slots in these the 3 crystal positions. And when you use a VFO, normally you take out either the channel 1 crystal or the 23 channel crystal. And on this one, you just tape it on the inside of the radio or something. But on this one, you can take that crystal you take out and just plug it into one of the slots here. And then, like, let's say you took out channel 23, so you wanted to go to 23 directly, you just go to that crystal slot. Plus it's got a couple other positions for the crystal. The VFOs, both the 80s and 90s, came with different frequencies out. And this is a list of the 80 and 90, the versions with the different frequency. The -1 is 11 megs. -2 is a little bit higher, 11.9. The -3, or number 3, which is the most common one and the most requested one because that works with the Mark III. It puts out 16 megahertz. That's 16.265 for channel 1 and 16.555 for channel 23 is what it puts out. And then they got the 5, 6, and 7 versions with different frequencies. They change a couple caps, and they actually have a few coil changes to get those different frequencies. So the frequency of the 3 for the Mark III and the frequencies for the 7, which is 15 megahertz, are pretty close. So a 7 will work. This one is the 3. You can look at the number on the back here. And it's the same with the 80s. They have the same version, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. The 6 is hard to find. It's pretty rare. And that's the basics of it. It puts out 16 megahertz. And they drift a little bit. Not the greatest on sideband. They're okay for AM, especially you warm up. But channel 23 should be about 16.555, and going up to the counter, 16.554. 4, if you can read it. Yeah. Okay, we zoomed in. We got the counter connected right to the VFO. So I think that's about all we wanted to go through as far as the Siltronix VFOs. Again, you want the version 3. Oh, there was one more thing. I had one on Facebook saying that the coil underneath was broken. That big coil right there, this is all low voltage, so I ain't worried about getting shocked. That he said it was broken. Usually it's hard to break a coil. You know, you might have a wire or a solder joint broken, but normally the coils don't go. What does go is that variable cap on the top of that adjustment trimmer there, that goes. And actually on this one right here, this one was bad. So I took off the bad one. It had a short, so as soon as you turned it and the whatever meshed, it's early in the morning, forgive me, it would short out that capacitor. That's the capacitor that you adjust for the lower band, and if you got the 90 with the higher band, that's the capacitor you adjust for the higher band. And that's pretty much the basics to a Siltronix VFO. Not that much to it, not crystal control. It uses actually these caps, the coil, and the trimmer. And it's a coil to cap combination that gives you the frequency out. All right, that's it for this one. Bye.